The old horseshoe on the banks of the Yolen Canyon. It has seen many a high-stakes clash, and another one coming up from Columbus in this one. The Oregon Ducks come in to take on the Ohio State Buckeyes, and over the last several years, whenever these two teams have gotten together, high-stakes, playoff games, conference championship implications, all on the line. Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with you. Let's say hello to Holly Rose.
Guys, this is one of the most exciting top 25 matchups of the season. Honestly, Oregon versus Ohio State might be two of the most talented rosters in all of college football. College football playoff implications on the line. This one should be massive when Oregon takes on Ohio State. Back to you.
Thank you, Holly. Really looking forward to this matchup. The Buckeyes ready to kick it away first. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. You think the fans are ready for this one? The booth's shaking underneath us, guys. Now here's more. Unloads to the wideout. Nice play by the defense to jar that one loose. Guys, let's chat for a moment about Oregon. And what a challenge this is going to be for both teams, both with unblemished records, both sitting atop the conference, and both eager to square off against each other.
And what I think makes this one more fun is that it's not just the two top teams in the conference. These might be two of the better teams in the entire country. These two teams might make the college football playoff. Lots of football out ahead. This is a matchup, regardless of whether you're a fan of these teams in the conference, of college football you've been waiting to see.
And it's so nice that whoever wins this, you talk about putting yourself in a great position, you hand them a loss in the conference, move them down the standings, and you have the tiebreaker. A lot on the line today.
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Trying to take it back. And he's going to score on the interception. Touchdown, Buckeyes! They get set for the point after as we have the first score of the game. And the PAT makes it 7-0. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1. Seems as if these two have been on a collision course for a top 5 meeting like this. And big picture, guys, it can really help their playoff position.
Yeah, we all circled this game at the start of the year. We knew this one was going to have conference championship, national championship, Heisman Trophy implications too, David. So lots riding on this one, and may the best team win.
And this will be huge down the stretch. It gives you a shot in the arm. You prove your worth in this football game, and you start to build your case as you get to the end of the season of why you could possibly get to the best team in the country.
Moore from the gun, trying to convert 3rd down. That pass not close as he got drilled trying to deliver it, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Great job by the defense dialing up some pressure on 3rd down. They hit the quarterback and forced the incompletion.
The Ducks will line up to punt it away. 3 and out, and just like that, they'll have to give it up. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. Running inside, it's Jackson. Not a lot of daylight, he gets 1 to the 32.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
Here's Sayin to throw. Out wide right, it's Jackson. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the 1st.
And that's kind of a lot of today's running game, right? Spit the ball out quick, get it to your playmakers in space, get positive yards. It's instead of running the ball a couple yards up the middle, now you just spit it out wide, and a lot of times if you break a few tackles, it could be even bigger.
The Buckeyes come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep this drive moving. Sayin from the gun on 3rd down. And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26.
It's always interesting to view the good teams, the teams that are ranked versus the teams that aren't ranked. And this defense, man, like, how do they play it today? I love that start, man. Coming out aggressive, flying around, playing like your hair's on fire, getting a sack to start this game, getting a little momentum on their side.
They'll put a stop to that return at about the 37-yard line. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. This offense has been stagnant so far. 1-2-3 kick the last time they had the ball, and this time really needing to get a score. At the 40, there he goes. Oh, and the defense in chase mode, and they finally get him down at the 35.
What a run, man. I tell you what, it's hard to pop runs. It's hard to get 3, 4, 5, 6 yards a lot of times. But when you got backs like this who can make huge plays with the speed, getting out in the open field, can take it the distance on every play, defenses are scared out of their mind.
Well, one thing you know about Oregon is they're always loaded in the backfield. They had a couple of true freshmen a season ago in Davison and Hill Jr., who were absolutely outstanding. And you expect this season, David, in the running game, those two guys are going to be the focal point for the Ducks.
They'll be the focal point, but it's just like you saw a year ago, man. Like, they are committee, and they run hard. They run as angry as anybody in the country. Obviously, having more come back at the trigger opens it up. Price transfers in, so it's going to be another year of stable running backs for Oregon. A lot of ground and pound and a lot of physicality.
And that's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's 1st down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. Straight ahead, it's Davison. Dropped after a pickup of 4 down to the 16.
And, you know, when we talk about great third down defense is it really starts with them getting stops on first and second. You've got to get those stops early in the drives to set up third and long, so that's a missed opportunity on that second down by this defense.
Big third down in the red zone, and this crowd is getting behind this defense. Tough run here. It's Davison. That will be enough to move the chains and give them a first down in the red zone at the 14.
Really nice job on third down by this offense. This offense has struggled on third downs throughout the season. Not even in the top 50, but you know what? When you make it third and short, when you have the run-pass option and you're not predictable, you can be more successful. So let's see if this offense can continue to put themselves in good positions.
Buying a little time to his left. He'll be hauled down just inside the 10 at the 9 as they're trying to turn this into a score. Going to work on second down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. Tight end now in motion. Keeping it on the ground inside. It's Davison. They'll wrestle him down at the 4-yard line after that run. Timeout signal for by the Buckeyes. That's their first. After using an early one, 2 left for them to spend. And the Ducks are threatening on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Nothing doing, and he was lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage at second and goal.
First down and goal, I bet you the percentages are really high for run, and this defense was ready for it. They got to match the physicality right here, right now in this situation.
As they get set to snap it, time winding down here in the quarter. Trying to run it in. And he's in. Touchdown, Oregon. Extra point here will tie the game. And the extra point is good. So the touchdown drive goes 63 yards and close the deal with a 3-yard touchdown run. Here he comes from inside his own 5. The coverage team maintains his discipline, not much doing on that return. Just enough time for one more snap before the end of the quarter. Here's Julian saying to throw. Stepping to the right. And he's feeling the heat, and he will go down. Final play of the first quarter, and not the way he wanted to end it. That first quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the second. Had a chance to talk it over during the break, and they'll start with second down.
Ready. Red 18, red 18. Go.
To the air, it's Sayin. Out wide left, it's Jackson. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one.
And this offense, I think, will do a good job in this game divvying up the football and distributing it to different guys in the passing game. It won't just be receivers. It's not going to be tight ends. This running back, he's a weapon, too, after he catches it. You saw it right there.
They'll turn to the Wildcat to keep this drive alive. On the direct snap, it's Jackson. Rolls right. And now the ball's loose in the end zone. And the ball takes those crazy bounces out of bounds, and a huge loss for this offense. After giving up that safety, they'll have to boot it away and give it right back to them. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Oregon offense is on the field to get this drive going. How about that blocking up front and that running game last time as they just walked it down for a touchdown, David?
And the big boys up front doing their job, opening holes, the backs making plays, everything on the ground on that first drive worked.
And we know that this is the identity this coaching staff wants for this team, right? They want to be the most physical team on the field. Let's see if they can keep it up.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Looking for space. It's Davison. What a job up front, and he'll lose a yard on that one.
That's such a great physical play by the defense because this is one of the bigger, more physical running backs you'll see in the country, and we're used to seeing him push the pile the other direction, not that time. It's the big guys up front on defense getting penetration, and they're sending him back for a tackle for that.
And here's a fumble way behind the line. Defense covering it up and not letting the offense get it back. It's a turnover.
And the offense goes 5 wides and spreads the field. The problem is that spreads you thin, and you only got 5 guys in protection, and they don't do a good enough job up front. The defense gets home, forces the fumble. Big play for this defense.
Here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. And the last time they had the ball, they wound up giving up a safety, Jesse.
Yeah, that was ungood the last time they had the ball. So they got to do something here offensively to get into a rhythm, running and throwing the football. Try to find that consistency.
And try to find something positive with this offense. Forget about the safety. Those don't happen very often. Try to get some first downs together. Get some good mojo going.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Say it. Oh, pressure's coming. Got there right as the ball did. Jarred it loose. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, they were trying to sneak him out of the backfield that time into the passing game, but that did not fool anybody on defense. What a hit, forcing that incompletion.
From the 36, a 3rd down, and you wonder if they're willing to take 2 plays to get the first. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Moving out to the right. Dumps it to the back. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. Going the other way, and he's got room. The interception stopped the threat, and the return even better as he crosses midfield and gets it to the 49. And Oregon has it back, and here comes the offense. That last drive and the turnover, not what you're looking for when you have the lead, Jesse.
Yeah, and really, I think for them, it's just staying out of their own way. They're making plays. They've got the playmakers to go and win this.
Caught, and he's got room. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Ducks want to pick up the tempo.
And that's why this guy is such a weapon in this offense, because you don't have to throw it far downfield. Just get the ball in his hands. He catches it close to the line of scrimmage, but look what he was able to do after the catch. He gets an explosive play for this offense.
And that's exactly what you want to do as a defense, man. You want to get penetration and not let that tank get downhill, because when he gets downhill at that weight and that size, it could be a problem for your defense. Get him before he gets started.
After losing a couple on that last play, here's 2nd and 12. Throwing more. Left side, it's Johnson. Touchdown, Ducks! A great catch and run for 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And he makes the extra point. Looking for an alley from inside his own 10. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. And now there's a stoppage for an injured Buckeye. That is their senior starting wide receiver who the training staff is looking at, and Holly Rowe will get us up to date on his condition. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half.
Here we go. Go.
Throwing, say it. Got him quickly. Crosses the 30, he's got away. Just what they were looking for to get this drive rolling. They're out to the 35. So much for the tough field position. One play, and you're already to the 35. Changing the routes with his receivers. Dropping back, it's Sayin. Makes the grab over the middle. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. We're at the 2-minute timeout, and these guys really need to build a little momentum to cut into this lead before halftime. And the Buckeyes can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. From the gun, it's Jackson. He just carries it face long into a brick wall and has nothing to show for it again. Lined up in the gun on third down, say it. Pass rush coming after the quarterback, and they get him at the 32.
Well, that's their third sack of the game, and we knew statistically coming into this game, this is one of the top 25 units in the nation getting after the quarterback. I just love how athletic they are up front, and they are giving this offensive line headaches and nightmares up to this point of the game.
Guys, look at this. They're going to gamble and go for it here on 4th and long. Fourth down, Sayin. Flush to the left. He'll try to do it himself. And the pass is incomplete on 4th down, but hold on just a second. We've got to see what the flag's about. This offense plenty happy enough with the result of that play, so they just let the official put that flag back in his pocket and decline the penalty. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Quick give, it's Davison. And a really short game before he gets a whole bunch of company from the defense.
And the defense doing a great job committing to the run. When you commit to the run like this, obviously you can give up some plays in the passing game, but you got to stop the run first.
Dante Moore throws to the wideout. It's caught. Breaks into the open. And he's tackled, stopped at the 14. They'll move the chains. They've got a first down in the red zone. Ohio State calls its second timeout. And they'll still have one in their pocket for what's left in this first half. From the 14-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Looks as if he's going to run it. There's some room. They get him stopped, but those feet kept moving until he was down to the 5.
If I'm building an offense in today's football, it's not around a quarterback that can't run. I'm going to find an athlete that I can give the ball because defensively, it starts to limit your coverages. It starts to limit what I can do. It makes me play the quarterback every single play. Just makes your job as a defensive coordinator extremely hard.
Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal. Final timeout called by the Buckeyes. And they won't be able to stop the clock again for the remainder of this half. The Ducks line it up with a 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Touchdown, Ducks! And they take it in for 6 more points. They've got the lead and trying to put this one in a hammerlock here in Week 10.
And, man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
And the extra point was good to finish things off. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Brings it back out to his own 29-yard line before going out of bounds, and his offense will have the ball there. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Tavian St. Clair. Intercepted. A first half turnover can swing momentum. Touchdown, Oregon! This defense making a big play and putting it in the end zone. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is good. That kicker took a nasty-looking shot, and that is an obvious personal foul.
Number 39, set to kick this one away.
No shot to return that one as he boomed it out of the back of the end zone. Inside 30 seconds to play here in the second quarter. They've got it 1st and 10. Julian with the play fake. Looking left. Makes the grab. All the way out across the 45-yard line. Marking out of bounds at the 46. That's the way to start a drive, and now they'll try to follow up on 1st and 10. They're changing things up, trying to get everyone set. Sayin throws to the tight end. And that one's incomplete.
I think a big reason this offense is struggling right now and why they're trailing on the scoreboard is they have not been able to protect this guy, and it's affected him. He has not looked very accurate. Moving forward, the pass pro has got to be better to help this guy out.
2nd and long here. To the air, it's St. Clair. Unloads to the right. Put it where only his man could get it and gave him enough room to get the foot down.
You never want to say it's over early. I mean, we're here early in the game, but considering what the scoreboard is saying, they absolutely had to have that play for them to stay in this football game. And sometimes it just takes one great throw and one great catch to wake you up. They need to score a touchdown on this drive. They need to score another touchdown on their next drive, but maybe that's the play that turns things around for them.
Throwing St. Clair. Going for it all. In the end zone, he's got it! Touchdown, Buckeyes! He'll try to tack on one more. Smashes it through for the PAT. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with the final 30 yards coming courtesy of that touchdown pass. The ball squirts through the end zone. That'll be a touchback. They'll bring it out to the 25. before the teams head to the locker rooms. It's inside. It's Griffin. Picked up a few on that run, but this defense able to keep him contained here late in the half. And we are headed to halftime. Both squads headed into the locker room to make some adjustments. Gives us an opportunity to check in with Kevin Connors in our EA Sports College Football Studio Update.
Interesting first half, fellas, and an eye-opening day here in Week 10 on the EA Sports College Football Update Show. We begin with the Michigan State Spartans taking on the number 5 team, the Michigan Wolverines.
He steps out of bounds at the 16, but now they have some room to operate.
And it's the Wolverines on the losing end right now of a tight one. This legit playoff contender kind of stumbled out of the gates, and while there is time to turn things around, they had better start soon. Here now some other games you may have interest in, social media certainly does, inside the Big 12.
They'll need a bunch on second down. St. Clair. Out wide left, it's Jackson. The defense wouldn't let him loose there, and it was a completion, but they lost yardage.
And listen, if I'm the quarterback, I'm trying to dump the ball off to my playmaker and make this a manageable third down. Get something positive. But how about the defense? Just reacting so fast, getting to the running back, and getting that sucker on the ground in the open field.
From the gun on third down, St. Clair. Blasted as he lets it go. He'll get it up to about the 32-yard line before he stopped, and it'll be first down. So you think quarterbacks are all about glory. How about taking that shot and getting rid of it just in time?
He did a great job hanging in there, being tough, and more importantly, I think, as a quarterback, surveying the field, looking downfield, nothing open, making the right decision.
Again, it's St. Clair. He fires one deep over the middle. And it goes through his hands. Oh, he had an explosive play right there for the taking, but couldn't reel it in.
And that's a really good job by this defense being dialed in. You got a big lead. You know exactly what's coming. This offense is going to have to make some explosive plays down the field. They were ready, they were disciplined, and made a good play on the football.
Here's Sayin to throw. Flip it out to the back on the screen. Oh, he's got some space. He's at the 40. Steps out at the 34-yard line. Big pickup on that one in this offense within striking distance.
And what a play call. You could feel maybe a little bit of aggressiveness. This defensive line flying upfield. What do? Throw a screen right behind it. Get it to your running back. Let him do the rest. Chew up some yardage and make the big play for the offense.
The Buckeyes are moving quickly down the field. The run inside. It's West. He rumbles ahead for 6 inside the 30 to the 28-yard line.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So them getting that big chunk, getting in second and short, not a good job by this defense.
Working the middle of the field, and it's complete. They make the tackle at the 22. Will give him 5 yards on the play. It'll be enough for a first down. Love the way he didn't just run to a spot. He found the cushion in the zone and got himself open for the first down.
Yeah, and you're taught to find that space. Don't run right into a zone defender who's sitting there looking at the quarterback and looking at you. So much creativity with routes now and being able to just have subtle moves one way, come back the other way. Nice job by the tight end finding that hole in the zone.
A lot of ground to cover, and they need a chunk here on second down. Here's Julian saying to throw. Look out! And it's a sack.
I think the thing that's so impressive about this defense, it's not just the athleticism and the ability to get to the quarterback, it's the variety in the ways they can do it. Sometimes it's a 4-man rush, sometimes it's a 3-man rush, sometimes it's all-out blitz. But with the speed they have, especially in that front 7, it has been a nightmare for this offense. They've given up sack after sack after sack in this game.
And it's incomplete on 3rd down.
Nice job by the defense. They're mixing up their look. They're 3rd and long in field goal range. They go zone coverage. So everybody on the back end has the eye on the quarterback, and they're able to break on the ball, force the incompletion.
Now on 4th down, here comes the field goal team. Looks as if this will be a 51-yard attempt. It's good, and that was dead solid perfect. That'll cut the lead to 13.
And not to be the old guys in the booth, but we are the old guys in the booth. Man, 50-yard field goals used to be really, really hard. Kickers nowadays, man, they are making it look so much easier, and he does right there.
It bounds through the back of the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Here comes the Duck offense to get the drive started. Things have been clicking along nicely, Jesse, but they have to make sure they keep it up.
Yeah, they got to wake up. It seems like they've been a bit lackadaisical here the last few drives, maybe as we've seen this lead dwindle a little bit, David. So they need a bit of a spark here to get that mojo back.
Yeah, and you always have the adjustments, and then your opponent adjusts, and now they got to readjust now because this game's getting a little bit tighter than they liked.
What a job to lay out and make the catch.
You know, you're seeing in college football now how the tight end position is evolving. The athletes playing the position now are just so much better than they used to be. And this guy on that diving catch, he just showed you that.
Now from the 40, it's 1st and 10. Cuts it upfield. It's Davison. Continuing to churn and move it forward, and they're closing in on midfield. It's down at the 48. And the Ducks come to the line in the hurry-up.
You just sense the frustration starting to build, not only on offense, but I think with this running back as well. He is so talented. He's had some massive games throughout his career. Just haven't been able to get him going early in this game. That was a pretty good run there. Let's see if he can turn it on here in the second half.
The Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Handoff to the single back. Hit and stopped right there. Not much on that pickup.
That's a really good job by the defense, wrapping them up, getting them on the ground, take away that run game, make them one-dimensional, put them in passing situations. Really good job by the defense.
After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. Moore with the play fake. Moving to his left. Left side is Johnson. He's stopped, but he's got enough to move the chain.
It's a nice play call there. You've got 2-possession lead. You're trying to keep the defense guessing, right? Because you've got that lead, they know you're going to run it, but you still have got to be able to sprinkle in some shot plays and some vertical throws. That was really, really good thinking on that last play call by the offense.
And this is exactly how you want to draw it up if you're an offensive coach. Later in the game, you start to get in the second half, and you've got the lead, and you can be the more physical team. It's really hard for...
He smashes his way through again. Defense comes up with a stop, but not before he moves the chains and takes it inside the 10 to the 8. Driving forward, it's Davison. He's brought down at the 6, but the defense feeling the heat to make a stop here.
And I'm good with it. I like what the offense is doing. Be physical. I don't need to get pass happy down here on 1st and goal. Nice job believing in my running game, and maybe I stick to it for another play or two.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. This game is all but officially a wrap as we take a look at the top 25. Late in the season, time running short if teams want to make their move in the rankings. Not only is the scoreboard on their side, but so too is time as we open the 4th. They'll try to open this quarter by sticking it in the end zone here. Here's Moore to throw. Gliding to the right, still trying to make a play. And this one's not working. He'll just throw it away.
That's a heads-up decision by the quarterback there. You want to throw a touchdown, but if it's not there, just throw it away, and now we got third.
On 3rd and goal, you can't hear yourself thinking here. Moore trying to get everyone on the same page. He wants it all. Touchdown, Ducks! Fitted in the window for the score. That score might be the one to put them over the top and run this winning streak to 9.
Nice job on the route and catch by the tight end scoring that touchdown. And it doesn't matter what play this offense calls. All game long, everything has been working. This has been a masterclass in offensive productivity.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point right down the boulevard is there now, up 20 in the 4th. 75 yards on the touchdown drive, and they get it into the end zone with a 6-yard touchdown pass. He'll take the return, try to get better field position. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Okay, here comes the Ohio State offense onto the field. There's a lot of pressure when you have that #1 beside your name, and perhaps it was the pressure, perhaps it was just one of those days, but that rain is coming to an end. Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
And this QB's really starting to show you something, isn't he? I mean, he's been hit a lot in the pocket, and I just like the toughness. At the end of the run here, he's not sliding because he's been banged up a little bit. Lowering the shoulder, getting the first down, taking some hits, but he's still competing.
Rushes on. Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance.
And that's kind of how their day's gone, right? Like they haven't protected their guy up front, and that's why they haven't been explosive and scored a bunch of points, man. Position #1 for every offense. Like, if we're going to throw, we got to protect him. And just right there, he gets hit again. He's been sacked several times. Like, this offensive line's got to do a better job.
I'll tell you, you cannot count this team out because of who's playing quarterback. When this guy's in the game, it's never over. Yeah, they're trailing here in the 4th quarter, but this dude can put up points quickly.
They don't fall for the screen. Great job retracing and stopping him at the line of scrimmage. The Buckeyes headed quickly to the line.
It's always interesting how people handle late game. Like, you know this.
He's going for it all. And it slips through his fingers, incomplete. That would have been a huge gain if he could have held on.
And it's going to be hard for this offense, man. They've struggled to pass the football down the field, to make these explosive plays, and now, huge deficit. Got to make them. Got to find a way to push the ball down the field to create some explosive plays if you want a chance to get back in this football game.
From the gun on 3rd down, say it. Oh, he loves to fire downfield. Picked off to stop the threat. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. And after that interception, things quite comfortable. Big lead, clock winding down. They should be able to take care of business here. Got it across the 20 and out to the 23, a pickup of 4.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. Rides to the back. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute, you got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
And he'll move his way forward to the first down. They'll mark it at the 35.
And this offense does it again on third down. They have been so elite on third down all game long. That's the money down. All the coaches talk about it every single time we meet with them. They've been brilliant at it. They've built the lead, and they've got a good chance to finish this one out if they keep that up.
They'll try to keep this clock moving on the ground. They were all over it.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and leading the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
Moore. Outside the pocket, lets it go. They pick it off, and this defense, a much-needed play. 2 minutes now left in this one, and time is running short if they want to find a way to pull this one out. So here comes the Buckeye offense onto the field. This offense has pretty much been stuck in the mud the entire game. It's been a frustrating performance, Jesse.
Yeah, and listen, you can't be hanging your head just yet. This game's not over, and this coaching staff is still evaluating their players. So if you're on the field right now, you've got to finish this game. You've got to try to prove something to them.
Well, the game is over, to be clear. They're not coming back. But I hear what you're saying. Keep fighting. Keep showing your coaches it matters. And maybe find something positive here late that you can build on for the weeks to come.
Long way to go on second down. Quarterback changing the play. Takes the handoff. It's Jackson. There he goes.
Yeah, I wasn't sure if the offense was going to be able to dig themselves out of this hole, but on second in California, they dial up the running play, now setting up 3rd and short.
And the Buckeyes lining up, just needing a few tough inches on 3rd down. Saying from the gun on 3rd down. Quickly to the tight end. Working their way closer and closer. A 3rd down conversion, and they've got it at the 26.
When this offense wants to, boy, they can go fast. After the completion and first down, right back to the line of scrimmage for more tempo.
And he has a solid gain on the play before sliding.
You know, QBs want to make those big plays. They want to put up the big stats. But when nothing's there, sometimes you just tuck the ball, get a minimal gain. I like the slide, by the way, too. Get down and don't take a big hit.
Slides to the ground after picking up the first great play on 2nd and short.
And I love the change in decision-making, right? That was a much better job. Last possession, tried to force it in there, threw the interception. This possession, it's not there. Take off and scramble. Great job. You got enough athletic ability to do that. Big 3rd down conversion by this offense.
Buys time to his left. can't make the grab as he was looking for his man right at the goal line.
Well, this guy must feel like he's run into a buzzsaw in this game. He has been under duress all game long, and that's a big reason why he's thrown multiple interceptions in the game, too. Nothing coming easy to him. It's hard to see the field when your internal clock is going off so fast because of the pressure of this defense, and that's why they find themselves down by so much here in the fourth.
Can't hang on in the end zone, and that one is going to drive him crazy when he watches it. It'll be third down. Trying to pick up a first down. St. Clair from the gun on third down. And the Heat gets there, and they get him down at the 14-yard line.
You know, it doesn't matter how talented you are as a quarterback, how accurate you are, how athletic you are. If you're on your back most of the day, it's going to be very hard to win the game. That's been the key.
And guys, hold that thought just a second, because here comes the fourth down play. If they don't get it here, this one is probably over. Saying to throw for it on fourth. Going for 6. Touchdown, Ohio State. Makes the catch. Plenty of room. Feet down in the end zone. Lining up for the PAT. Right down the boulevard. A pretty short drive there, covering 38 yards. And they top it off with a 14-yard pass. Caught inside the 20, chance for a good return. Thought he might have had a little room for a second, but he'll be stopped at the 28, and a pretty good job by the coverage unit. And here we go, final play of the game right here. Running inside, it's Davison. What a game. We had a furious fight all the way to the final ticks, and that one is going to be remembered forever.
And I think when you're the #1 team in the country, you're coming in expecting to win. You're the favorites. Everybody's talking about you. You have all the momentum. You're the loved college football team in all of the land. To come in today, they played a competitive game, Jesse, but that's an inferior opponent they just lost to.
That's true. They've got to be more consistent moving forward as the #1 team. And we saw flashes today of why they were the #1 ranked team. We know they've got talent, but you've got to start fast. You can't shoot yourself in the foot. You can't have penalties. You can't turn the ball over. You can't have the lapses in concentration we saw today that led to them losing.
This has been a presentation of EA Sports College Football. For David Pollack, Jesse Palmer, and Holly Rowe, I'm Reese Davis saying goodbye, everybody.